Tak, zdravím vás, milí sledující. Dneska se vrhneme na další Alabastu. Pokračujeme v našem huntu za dokončením této hry. Tím nezmiňuji, že chci projet ty 2 DLCčka, co k tomu ještě mám, takže jako to bude ještě na díl, ale... Tak jo, já si to tu jen nachystám. A jdeme na to. Máme tady základní tábor. Tady někdo na mě vyskočí, ne?
With horror's screams and ghostly face, we leave blood in a graven place. The forest black and nighttime sky, the blood that pours forth from your eye. A feast for maggots, craven all, that eat the dying when they fall. Instead of vibrant fighting flesh, that fights the barghest and the thresh, that knows the plight of seedy fey, you who walked the Niralim's way, and reckon fates of mortal dust, and keep an oath or break a trust. We hunger for your corpse once more, to hear your cries and anguished roar.
No, už se hezky blížíme ke konci. Pomalu, ale jistě. Už takhle, 75. epizoda. Tak. Uj. Korník. Jo. Dneska by to mělo být na pohodu. On je dole. No. Jo, já to musím obejít. Jak pak se ti spal, Eresiel? Mně osobně poměrně dobře. Vyspal jsem se trochu déle. A hlavně už jsem doma sám. Káťa ta už odjela za rodinou. Takže mám celý den na to. Uvažoval jsem, jestli dneska hodit God of War, ale nakonec jsem se rozhodl pro ne. Radši zahraju hry. Radši zahraju to, co bych hrál v neděli večer, a celkově v neděli. Jinak mezi mé dnešní hry, které budu hrát potom později odpoledne, tak je Dragon Quest Heroes, což je taková japonská hra, která se v Japonsku těší ještě větší oblibě než nějaké Final Fantasy. Ale grafika je taková Dragon Ballovská, tak je to jako vtipné. A vlastně... Jo, já nemám žádný ten, tlakopik. Potom budu hrát Fallout 4, tam vím, že si říkal, že nedorazíš. A nakonec si hodím nějaké Marvel Puzzle, což je mobilní hra ve své podstatě. Ale chci si zahrát něco takového. Pak bych měl jít s klukama na Smite. Nebo minimálně s lajkem. A večer klasicky Harry Potter a... Nioh jsem si dal i dneska ráno ještě, že už jsem měl chuť. Jo, něco na... Přesně, Dragon Quest.
I spent the first few years of the Crystal War as a soldier, but it didn't pay so well, so I fashioned a better deal. Damn me if you want, I'm alive, aren't I? There are few more important locations in this struggle. The Tuatha wish to keep us out of Alabasta, and they will shove us back into Re-Reckonig if they can. We came out here to find work with Deciderus Trav. Word is, Trav's not stingy with the coin. He is commanding officer of a group of Alpha scouts and assassins. Captain Trav tends to do things instinctively. Great man, but difficult to work for. But pay is pay and gold is gold, so who gives a damn, right? Because I don't lift a finger without getting paid. Without a contract, I'm just another soldier waiting for his turn to die. Fine. You must know a thing or two about sacrifice to talk like that. We'll go to Moondown and we'll fight, but after this I'm through with charity. Listen here, I fight hard for my living. If folks don't compensate me justly, I make for elsewhere. If Moondown wants our help, they either pay or help us get through this pass. I've got a feeling the Alpha up ahead have work and coin to spare. If you clear out the two other watchtowers between here and Shadow Pass, we can give Captain Camwin a bit more of our time. What do you say? This camp is fortunate to have the mercenaries. Perhaps our purses will get a bit weightier from this fortune as well. Goodbye.
Vypadá to, že teďka budeme mít jenom probíjení se dál a dál. Easy peasy. Myslel jsem si, že oni půjdou tady a budou to vybíjet. Healing potion, to se hodí. Healing potion, jediná věc, kterou potřebuji. Ono se mi to teďka otevřelo, super. Co, už máme základní tábor celý?
Thank you for restoring Camp Moondown and helping us repel the Tuatha. There is one last challenge ahead. I am no great leader. I can't offer the inspiration my soldiers need, but the Siegebreaker can. Speak to them, inspire them to greatness, and we just might survive. Yes. If you could speak to the troops, it would fan the fires that burn deep in their hearts. They trust you, hero. Lead them. Goodbye.
Tak tohle je funny. Defenseless a tak. Já jsem tak dobrý, že jsem to.
I'm still giddy. The hero of Milsenshire. It's an honor just speaking with you. Goodbye.
S tebou nechci mluvit, já chci tady zabíjet. Super, je ze mě super řečník. Těžko jako při proslovu řeknu asi jako, že musíme bojovat a zemřít. Kapitáne!
I cannot thank you enough. Be safe in your travels and remember, you will always have friends at Camp Moondown. Thank you.
Tak jo. Primordia. Pak půjdeme takhle dolů, sejmeme ty. Jdeme dobře. Co tu máme? Tak tohle ještě neotevřu. Tak, penízky. Tohle je hra z jednou z nejvíce rozbitých ekonomik, co jsem kdy viděl. Pa, 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 pa. Tady nahoře, jo. Tohle je takové i nepříjemné prostředí. Byly tu už hezčí lokace. Když na druhou stranu ve své podstatě si to dělá, nechci říct srandu, ale prostě jestli to je něco jako Mordor tohle, tak jako zase na druhou stranu toto vypadá ještě hezky. To máme schované. No, aspoň to máme si splněné s těmi, ale možná ještě půjdeme do toho jednoho dangu, že mi otevře, ale...
You have returned. No Bolgan tough enough to best the hero, eh? Ah, thank you, mortal. High Fulgen will be a bit safer now, thanks to you.
Zajímalo by mě, jestli to aspoň něčem pomohlo, že jsem ty Boglar Mastery teda sejmul. Tak jo, postupujeme do té dlouhé lokace. Vidíš, že to už je lokace, na kterou nemám vyloženě zbraně. Hlavně jak jsou to ty velké prostory, nemám moc možností, jak je přímo zabíjet všechny zaráz. Hezké, tady něco je.
Until one night, when
Agarth wanted me to keep an eye on Lady Shear, but you and I need to have a talk first. I've been reviewing my notes of our last trip to Alabasta, and I've come to some startling conclusions about your death and Tiernock. I don't know exactly, but it must have been a tremendously powerful source of magic. So powerful that the Well of Souls couldn't help but pick up on it. You were attuned to the well in my lab, but Hugh's well captured your essence. The power in Bale seems to have been the missing element. What's more, I think that power is the source of the Prismere crystals. Something intelligent and malignant. The creature the Tuatha called Tiernock. No, but her power was the key. In fact, I bet she'll be glad to kill you again. And this time there's no Well of Souls to capture your essence. She's not a god. She's something much, much worse. And judging by the growth of this Prismere, she's very close to coming into our world for good. Whatever Gadflow's been
V podstatě to má svět podobný tomu Pan prstenu a tak.
When you and I came to Alabasta, we were looking for the source of the Prismere's power. I never found it, but I think you did. And that's why you died. The frosted gem at the center of Alabasta, full of Prismere. But now it's a lot more full of enemies than it was when we snuck in there. Tirnoch isn't a god. No god has ever commanded that much magic directly. Whatever she is, she must be amazingly powerful. I can see why Gadflow would worship her. Imagine controlling that much raw magic. Gone, gutted, and good riddance to them. That'll teach them to stand on the wrong side of a war. You did kill them all, right?
Ne, fakt jsem je nezabil všechny.
With tremendous difficulty. Even so, there weren't as many Tuatha here, and we used magic to keep us hidden. Magic which you provided, in fact. You never did explain where you got those fascinating little artifacts.
No, já chci ještě Lorestone.
Ventrinio insists on coming with me. Just as well. Someone should keep an eye on him. No telling where his true loyalties lie, or what he might do. Now that you've driven off the Tuatha, those House of Pride fools don't even want to acknowledge they ever served Gadflow. Disgusting little turncoats. But useful ones to have on our side, as long as we keep an eye on them. Ventrinio says he has a way to defeat Dren. However he got into Alabasta before. We'll have to use it to put an end to Dren's defenses once and for all. I was going to sneak there by myself, but Ventrinio insists on following me. Don't worry, I'll make sure he's safe. Very noble. But we need to stay separate in order to avoid drawing too much attention. The gnome is more than enough for me to deal with. I'll see you soon enough. Don't worry. I'll see you in Alabasta.
Jak chceš, ženská. Nabízel jsem ti, že můžeš jít se mnou a nechat tady toho prašivého gnoma, ale... Nový kemp. Jo, to byly stejné věci, které nepoužívám. No, že by lepší štít. To se vyplatilo.
by Lyria. It was you who stood against Baelor when Telera fell. Fortune favors me today. I am commander of the Ariad. Do you bring word of my reinforcements? I was a scout under Telera's command when Baelor was first unleashed upon us. I witnessed with these eyes what that beast did to our people. For what you have done, friend, you'll never have to buy your own ale. When the Ariad chose me, I'd lost everything. My friends, my family, all consumed by war. We trained for years, preparing to take the battle to the Tuatha. Then our moment arrived, and in an instant, only I remained. Even if it means my last breath, I will see the Tuatha burn.
Chápu, tenhle
We are called
vyvedl.
the eyes and ears of the Alfar, but the Ariad is more than that. We are the sword in the dark, the whisper of death. We serve Lyria and all her children. My men trained for years to be unleashed upon the Tuatha. Now, only I remain. I swear, before I too have fallen, winter will burn. Even after the Baelor was unleashed, I believed in Telera. She was the great general. I thought she would, in time, return from exile with our salvation. And so she did. Oh, to have been there, at her side, when she struck the demon down. The ash covering the ground ahead is all that remains of my men. All fallen in our assault on that pass. The Tuatha have built a gauntlet of spell-casting sentries who greeted our every advance with fire. It's just, these Tuatha wage war like none I've known. Magical fires burning my men to a cinder with a word. But if you're brave enough to challenge them, we may have a chance. They're using the terrain against us, flanking the paths from above with sorcerers. If you can neutralize these sentries, I will charge the approach myself. Together we might be able to break their lines. The pass ahead is defended by a sorcerer on the overlook. See if you can find a path to his position and attack him from behind. If you can do this, I'll bring steel to the Tuatha line. Until later, then.
Okay. Nic. Troll, ten tu dlouho nebyl. Dobrý. Tak. Zajímavého. Taková rutina. Tady něco bude? Trou.
It is unusual for anyone, especially those of mortal race, to venture down here. To travel so far from the glare of the surface. Perhaps you wish to learn how to become unseen? These caverns used to be dark and peaceful. I found a certain serenity in the absence of light. Now this place is aglow with these irritating crystals, and it is far too bright. It has always been in my nature to shy away from others in the world. I prefer to remain unseen. I have had nothing to do with the Tuatha, and they have had nothing to do with me. I did not hide from them. They just never found me. Stay quiet.
Budeme zabít trolla. To objevili další. No, tohle byla v podstatě rychle vybitá jeskyně. Shadow Pass. Typické jméno. Fantasy jméno. Kterou to je teda požehnaně. Tuhle se dostanu za ně. A protože vidím pasti. Že nemají healery, že jich pristí nehealují.
has begun, but we must press on lest the Tuatha secure the high ground. There are more sentries ahead. Each must be killed before we can advance. Well done so far. The next pass might be trickier. There are 2 sorcerers overlooking the path. Once you've felled them both, I will charge the lines myself. Until later.
Okay. Tady nahoře někdo je.
Got myself a little tied up here. And is
Oh,
it a
ty
trick
jsi
of the
dostal až
eye,
sem.
or are these crystals growing? You should have seen Alabasta at its prime. Serene and beautiful as a sky full of stars. Vale was the seat of the Winter Court. Every bit as cold as Issa is warm. But they're both beautiful in their own ways. Doesn't look like there was much of the House of Pride left to save. And I can't imagine they were happy about a mortal doing the saving either. The Cur's the closest thing vengeance has to a leader anymore. A Fae so consumed with hatred that he's little more than a beast. If you're going to get into Bale, the Cur has to die. Just got myself tied up in some trouble with the locals. Nothing I can't handle. Honestly, I haven't had this much fun in decades. Not on your life. This old man can still take care of himself, you know? But I will take just a moment to catch my breath. Stupid old lungs. Keep going. I'll meet you at vengeance.
Bude jeden mage. Okay. Jo jo, děti RSL.
Excellent work. The main Tuatha encampment lies ahead. Take cover with me there, and we'll discuss the final assault. The Tuatha are consumed by madness and deserve only death. We shall give it to them. The main Tuatha encampment lies ahead. Take cover with me there, and we'll discuss the final assault. Until later, then.
The skulls atop high fulgen shine, and coldly gleam in a precise line. For us who chew on hollowed bones, while alive we wail vapid moans.
Vypadá, že už budeme mít za chvilku šeroupa za sebou.
We the winter of the east. We the corpses in putrid
ale tyhle
bloom.
kytky jsou hezké.
We of decay and twilight gloom will never halt our hungered wait till spilled blood is on our plate. So come into our lands at night and see an endless wintry sight.
Mám peněz jako želez.
The final Tuatha encampment is just ahead. It looks like they are led by the Witch Knight Decidin. I cannot deceive you. This will be a suicide mission, but we've come too far to turn back now. We need only kill Decidin, and Shadow Pass will be rid of the Tuatha. He has killed countless Alfar. When the Tuatha first pushed us across the sea, Decidin led the vanguard. I lost many friends that day, and I have not forgotten the one who slaughtered them. Press forward.
Okay.
We have shattered 2 of their lines, but their command position is still ahead. We must break them now, before they can regroup. I'll be here.
Nic zajímavého. Dobrý, když sejmeme toho týpka, měl by být šerupas osvobozený. Zkusím dodělat tenhle quest aspoň. A pak půjdu na tu Jakuzu. Nebo aspoň zabijem trola. Okay.
The anger festers in the heart, and perfectly you play the part of hero to the summer's west, bringing Tuatha to their rest. Why do you try so hard in vain? Why bring the others senseless pain? Don't you see, mortal, don't you see the body impaled on the tree? Will you not witness their loss and feed upon the awful dross? Or walk again past corpses new, without care for the rotting few?
Gadflow's corruption has reduced my homeland to this barren waste, and it's only getting worse. The Pale Country, once the peaceful home to the Winter Court. Now Gadflow squats in her heart like a rot in the flesh. My homeland will not suffer this indignity. Together, we must extract the Tuatha, even if it means the end of my people. House of Pride, our shining beacon. Now its light is dim and faltering, but it still stands against the darkness, as it always has. Legend says it was where the first alliance between enemies was formed. And we Fae do so love to repeat legends, don't we? Dren is the defender of the House of Pride. He may help the Tuatha, but he doesn't serve them. Bale, the icy heart of my people, with bridges of woven stone and ice. It sickens me to think of what Gadflow's people have done to it. Before Gadflow's rise, he was a battered whelp of a Fae. Now his suffering has only added to his power. And here he keeps a stable of trolls. But I can't be sure if they're his pets or his lovers.
Vymyslel to jich to nebo to.
We've still got plenty of this blasted wasteland to go. You're lucky you don't remember how beautiful they used to be before Gadflow. Now keep your wits about you. These Prismia crystals are alive, and inside them, I feel something horrible and hungry. I've spent countless centuries in these lands. I promise, I know a few shortcuts.
Jsi zpět.
Watch out for Twilight Pass.
OK, jo, já se pustím tady příště prozkoumám, no, půjdeme sem, tady to vybijeme, no. Dneska jsme se odsud dostali až sem, tohle nám chybí. Tahle už je finále. Jde to docela rychle, no. Regenerace je pro mě příjemnější. A regenerace se hodí, na tom hodně stavím. Aspoň takhle. Tady takhle dojdu. Tady si to vevnitř uložím. Projdeme si tenhle dunk. Ne, nechci jsem udělat další, to už je jedno. Tak zatím ahoj, za chvilku je Jakuzy.